It's your boy, not to be confused with who's not your boy. Good bow. We on the Hee Haw podcast.
I like what you said.
Ryse, the beast, known for playing drums. Cheers.
On with the show.
Boom.
$48. Yes.
Do you need podcasts?
Let it out. Come.
Oh no, I put it for the wrong one. Do you need podcasts? Have you had ease while buying sex grease? I thought he was the guy. 48. I set it up. I set it up for the guy, and then
The guy you thought I was.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this. Do you need podcasts? That you on the drum line, but not line with Nick.
Boom.
Okay.
He clearly don't be lying with no fellas. We got like 50 kids.
Not really.
Okay. So as usual, two man here.
It's
with
Mr. Abbasi.
Yes.
So,
And we're on episode 48. Had a long weekend. We actually recording this during the week.
life among the proletariat.
Yeah, I find out what poor people do mainly, and it's
Whoa.
alarming.
Jesus Christ. They're not the Hunger Games earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Big up to the team in NES. See how big all they up as long as we had the course together.
Youth man forever.
Fellas, stay focused. Stop fighting. Don't do no dumb shit. Maybe one day you could have a podcast too. Yeah, again.
Boy.
Yeah. Right. So today we have as per usual.
Goose.
We had like 2 episodes of No One Cares.
One.
No, 2. Next one coming out. One coming out tomorrow. Well,
Right, yeah.
So 2 episodes. When me and him talking, it's just me and him talking about political issues or whatever. Like
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's like kind of alternative to what we usually do, right? It's usually because I guess it come out or the guest is just filled. It's like a strategic move, but at the same time,
It's for our PTSD.
yeah. Because the end no one really cares.
No one, and we call it No One Cares. It's the same podcast, but no one
If
cares.
you're being real.
If you really keep it
Especially for
about,
the plight of the black male proletariat.
no one really. Well, no one cares about anything except yourself. Like, I mean, it's inherent in us now. Like, so
To care about your box,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is fine.
So,
That's cool.
That's cool.
without further ado,
Me. The show.
I adopt him. Okay, you like the rhythm of the start, right? I actually made that beat,
Serious.
but I can't finger drum. You have shit to like quantize shit if you know, like, right,
To
cool.
line it
How
up
you,
there.
Yeah.
how you started the drum, boy?
Hey, well, you didn't introduce the guest guy.
Nah, let him start the drum.
Okay.
So drum first and then talk.
Yeah.
Shooting
I should have played the intro music.
Wow.
Well,
Alright.
the interesting thing is because we could
Imagine that.
do like that. We record and see if we could get like the Ryse version or whatever.
Oh, we can actually.
We'll link up because we'll link up.
All right.
Yes.
So let's not let the proverbial cat out the bag.
Yes.
Let him do it for himself. Introduce yourself, big dog.
Yeah, my name is Ryse Thompson. Musician, drummer, percussionist, I suppose. Yeah. Playing music for a while now. He asked how I got started. After I always give thanks to God. I believe that everybody's given a thing. So people are still on the search for that thing. But I was lucky that I believe I was blessed, and also my dad, who was a musician, who is a musician, make it sound like he's very much here. He listened and played a lot of music. So he played with Andre Tanker, who is a
Serious?
musician.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fun fact,
Cool,
my buddy that I play with in Boom Boom Room, his dad as well played with Andre Tanker. So
Wow.
we kind of knew each other before we knew each other. You know what I mean?
Friend of friends.
Now we was
How many friends?
in we father balls, I guess. And
Wow.
while them was playing music.
So you never really meet Andre. You just
No. I don't remember meeting him ever. But that was in the 80s, in the mid to early 80s.
Well, that's my question. I'd ask him as soon as.
Yeah, and so because he was, I guess, involved in music, and then he gave his life to the Lord in church and stuff, but still playing music. But he still had like records and stuff. And I remember from a very young age, he would be playing like certain records and stuff. And I think that had a effect on me. Like, you know, as a kid, your brain is like a sponge. So
And the genre of music.
in particular, he liked South African music. There was an artist, God rest his soul. His name is Hugh Masekela. He's a trumpet player. He actually did a song with Marshall.
Who? Hugh Masekela?
Yeah, he had a song with
big one though.
Yes, with Saparia Deltones and Marshall.
Nah, he's a big one from the African continent.
Yeah, he's from South Africa. To be specific. So weird way to say.
To be, you gotta say like black people.
I know, you see that way it is. You had to be a nigga.
You gotta say
To
Pacific.
be Pacific.
To be Pacific.
The man from South Africa. Big man.
Yes, yeah. Good.
But we be Pacific, yeah.
Pacific dog, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's the name of this episode.
and yeah, that just I think that had a profound effect on me. And then like later towards 9, 10, I started taking my mother pots and pans, and then the rest was history. But that again, being a musician, he was very encouraging, like sending me to lessons, like was willing to buy equipment and that kind of stuff. So I was always very grateful for him and my mother, of course.
Of course.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
okay, this is the first time men has actually thanked their father. Because, yeah, no, usually.
Nah,
no, men is always
It's
like,
like
thanks for
more
my queen, my queen, and I say,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
father.
yeah.
Fuck that nigga. That's what he's getting.
Bro, that's a wit. Again, I don't know how this podcast will go, but
No, you can talk. You can
take
talk.
a quick left. So
Feel
like this
free.
weekend, my parents celebrated their 44th wedding anniversary. You know,
On
44
the Sunday.
years.
On the Sunday.
on the 11th, which is Saturday. And today is my mother's birthday. So like, this is all her month. It's like Mother's Day, her anniversary, her birthday.
Nice.
And again, I go into school and work in different places and meeting different people. A lot of people do have that story. It's actually quite common for dudes to not have a dad. Like,
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about any sect of society, like people with money, people with no money, like different religions, this one, that one. But you find Rastas is always stay. Rastas is always stay with their family. Though.
Rastas?
Always
Safe like Selassie briefcase.
Rastas always with their children. No, big man. Like.
No, I mean, I can't really find the logic. You know?
Don't say that.
I mean, I was going to
Were you
say.
going to make a nut selling joke?
That kind of goes.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I was, but then I'll be like,
I say, don't you dare.
I mean, it's material for the back pocket. Yeah.
100%.
And the man say, please don't do it. I'm not gonna buy.
Oh, talk recently. Nah, I team this wrong.
Today, team,
No, today,
Alright.
I don't know. You see when it's like other kind of guests on the show, it's like, I'm sure I can talk Greece. I don't know if you might punch me in the face. So I was just,
No.
That's
if I, no,
cool.
big triceps to it.
yeah, it's just like,
Look
whoop.
up back
I don't think I can pick up
catapult.
from it, to be honest with you. So I'm being a pussy.
I mean, if you get knocked out, dog, the most I will do is fight for you. Just to say, nah, boy, two of them and get knocked out, nah, boy. But yeah, you know, I would be like,
boy.
no, you just, yeah, I'm all wrong. You go fight, you.
Yeah, somebody
I
else.
gotta
Like,
fight.
You have
somebody,
the kind of feelings that nobody, I could never envision punching you.
That
Seems
is
like
the
a
first
very
time I have heard that.
in my life.
kind person. You seem like a very
Wow.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
second first time.
Second first
Serious?
Yeah.
Again, this guy is a nice person.
Men are just watching and do like, yeah.
100%.
Serious.
Yeah, because I'm very disrespectful.
This is skinny man.
Really?
Skinny man,
Very-
he does talk too much.
Yes,
but,
you're too disrespectful. No, because it's like wit is lost in this society. So like if I hang out with, for some reason, like other nationalities and I say funny shit, they be like, oh, you're so clever. If I see it, it's like, you're trying to fuck me up. Or?
Yeah.
Like they do, it's lost on it.
So essentially, you're too smart. That's okay.
Wow.
That's all right.
Oh,
He gets you.
He could be.
Well, they say Koboka eats sponge cake. Everything is not for everybody. So someone joke over somebody.
Blanca.
One over there. That's okay.
Yeah, so that dog that barking now is like wait until the podcast start and be like, I must be on this show.
Yeah, but later on, the dogs was being here.
You really don't know.
No, it doesn't know. She can't be a cookies.
Actually, she will come in here, you know.
I mean normal, but it's
Yeah, she just be
system.
circling. You just be clacks, clacks.
Like she don't sit.
But I put dog shoes on, like the
No, she
soft
don't
ones.
She be
sit
normal, you know, but
She
she's
cool.
just, she's in the farm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so.
What kind of dog is it?
Malin,
She's a Belgian, man, you know. I think
I'll
that's as
pretend
much
to know
as I
what that
can
is.
say.
Wow.
It look like a German. It's okay. It look like the Halle Berry dogs in John Wick.
That movie was that was such a good. So those weren't German Shepherds.
No. Oh, bam. Telling you. So you see how
But they're
easy.
the same family. It's like a German Shepherd cousin. From
Alright.
Sawa.
I
Even
might-
though he's from Germany.
Yeah, it's like
I might be
the Lupino
I might
cousin.
be the best and the worst person to ask this question, depending on how much you want to know.
I was just about to say, like, wouldn't the street is you're the dog guy? You seem to.
Which streets?
Which streets?
We talk it to this.
Which people you connected to, buddy?
It depends who you ask.
We have to ask.
Alright, cool. I mean, I do like to toot my own horn. I just saying, like, if you want to know about factual things, I mean, a dog.
You don't have to toot his own horn. Well, that's a horn, right?
Kinda, yeah.
I didn't get better.
Like a Charlie Chaplin kind of.
Yeah, that's all.
That is the one.
That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. But I'll toot it for him.
Alright, that can work. Yeah, so that Belgian man, nothing I'm talking about. Why they look like German Shepherds is because you're right. They're from a specific breed or genetic group called herding group. A herding group of dogs, so they kind of have specific features for that. Now. And if you look at other breeds of dogs, they have certain different features like droopy ears, plenty jowl. You know, they have we call that breed specific characteristics that is used to do the jobs more efficiently than others. You know. So,
I guess having that elongated nose is for that reason as well. To be able
way
to
more scent receptors.
Okay.
In the olfactory receptors in the nostrils. So
I learned something.
yeah. But it's like a range because you could find a simple common dog, a Caribbean Shepherd in the street.
100%.
And what you will notice is this dog will start in the air. If you follow that dog 2-3 blocks down the road, there's a garbage bin with baby pampers in it. The dog smell from however long ago.
So dogs not generally have an amazing sense of smell.
Generally, animals have an amazing sense of smell.
Okay.
I'll tell you how amazing the dog sense of smell is. The even the FBI, CIA, you call Mossad, whoever, they try to replicate the dog olfactory sense with machines and AI and whatever the case is. It's 2024. They still can't do it.
Yeah, why?
You know, and look at how much kind of high intensity, high risk stakes operations has been taking place with dogs now. So
Yeah.
I like
Still in
cats.
the airport.
it's amazing.
I like cats. Fuck that dog.
Serious? You are a cat person?
No, like. Now he actually gave me into liking dogs. To be honest with you, like with him, like yeah, it's part of the whole culture. So it's just
Right.
like at first you're like apprehensive, and then it's like, oh come on.
My cats are weird. They have a little mind of their own. It's always been like, what are you really thinking?
Matter of fact,
Yeah, that's why I like them. You don't mind them.
a matter of fact, there are dogs who have the same kind of mindset, you know.
Oh,
You
yeah?
know? Yeah, like cats, they're just aloof. They don't really like to interact that much.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, but at the same time, intelligence is something that you can't really measure without some scale that come on now. A cat is maybe just as smart as a dog, even smarter. But you will never get that intelligence out of that cat because that cat sense of self is so strong,
Right.
right?
Unless they deprive it of food or something.
Yeah, unless
after-
they have a need to do something.
That cat had to obey me because of
Horse cats will literally go back to their owners to eat and then be gone.
Yeah, once they're satisfied and it goes back to that whole
Fuck you.
parasympathetic place. Yeah, you'll be like, all right. But
Thanks.
Yeah. That's interesting. And I think because around my neighborhood there were a lot of stray cats.
That's everywhere.
I wasn't too keen.
We have a pandemic, and not pandemic, epidemic of cats, stray cats and stuff. That's what
And
they
baby
told
cats
it-
are sound
is
like
it-
small humans, which is fucking weird. They
What's
sound
that?
like they say
Baby
babies,
cats.
like kittens, and sound like
like
they're-
babies.
You think
yeah,
it's a
sound
baby?
like a person. It sound like they're saying hello. It's weird.
sound
I hear
like
that.
Dwen.
100. What that doing sound like?
I don't know what it is.
Probably sound like a cat.
Well, I believe. Anyway, so right, back to you and the musical journey. So, okay, you do all forms of music, or is it mainly or is just percussions?
Yeah, so as a drummer, like my strong point, I for some reason, as a black youth in Trinidad and Tobago, gravitated a lot to rock music in my earlys. Now, I guess because the drummers were very like active and just like that kind of thing.
They hit more than just the
Heavy
snare
metal.
and the bass.
Yeah, so I think it's like thinking back on it. I was having a chat with a friend. It's like a lot of stuff from Sesame Street, like some of the puppets would have like drum sets. And I was always
Animal.
like, Animal is definitely one of the main contributors. But even the other puppets, like they have little bands on Sesame Street that might do a song about that letter in the alphabet or whatever.
Yeah.
Always gravitated to the drums and thought it was cool. And with that, so I would say rock and pop is like my strong point. But the project that I do now is what I call a modern day rhythm section. It's like there's 2 people rather than 9. And we play along to music. Rhythm sections usually play sans music. And but we play with
Sans is French meaning without,
Thanks.
excuse me.
and that's
Yeah.
how COVID
Isn't
spread
it?
again. This is true.
Yeah, so that project like started off as shits and giggles. I have a cousin who's big in the industry. Quasi, who runs Sport Radio,
Right.
aka Hoppy. And he used to, when that started, like with them having parties and boat rides and stuff,
Right.
he was like, yo, you should bring the drums and the boats. And I was like, oh, well, cool.
Band.
Free.
Band.
Bills. Yes, we there. And then, because they gained so much popularity, and some people start seeing us, they were like, yo, y'all can come here. And be like,
Why not?
Sure. You come here, you come to Grenada, you can come to...
We could pay it too, or like, sure.
Right? And then it just became a thing that took off, and then we perfected it, and my buddy Madupe, who is my partner that I play with, he, I should say bandmate, using the word partner in 2024.
Nobody was thinking
don't worry,
anything.
don't worry.
Listen,
We wasn't going down that road enough.
if you're open like that, bro.
Yes, I'm joking. But on a real, that, it just kind of took off for us now. Okay. Yeah, so it just kind of took off, and it became this thing, and that's how I make a living now. We go
That's
to the
amazing,
globe.
though.
So you don't have no day job, like how a man go, we can tear and tech, but he's like,
Nah, I am.
This is you.
Yeah, like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I'm just very happy that my parents, even my grandfather had a food business and then passed it on to to my dad and his brother, and we all into the food and beverage business. Hence the belly. I'm quality control. I have to make sure everything is everything. So I've always worked for family. Like we work, you know.
Oh, you don't know what it is to work for the Indians. So this year, it's good for
Lol.
you.
But it just became a thing where I always was gone. So thank God I didn't have to like apply for time off, or that could have severely affected the success of what I do now. So I'm again always very grateful to my mom and dad that they allowed me to pursue that passion. And sometimes, it is with, especially with black parents, they're very like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
You need to go and do this degree and no. My parents did encourage me to go to school actually. I went to hotel school again because it makes sense. They have a catering company, whatever.
Okay.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Go there, but while there, it was like, oh, I really don't want to do this. And like certain projects I was with
Pulling teeth.
was taking off. Yeah, was doing well, and I just like decided to throw myself into it. And yeah, here we are.
And it went up working out.
Yeah, 100%.
What the question I was going to ask is, remember you say like your dad was doing, it in 1976.
Mm-hmm.
It had a film, 1976 or 19, it had a film called BIM, shot here.
BIM.
BIM is about Ralph Moorage, the ex-minister Ralph Moorage.
Wait, like Belmont is love?
No, BIM.
Oh, okay.
BIM, like the short for Barbados.
Yeah, like we shot for
okay,
BIM. Like his name.
Asian movie in Trinidad.
No.
So I thought I was like, oh, nice.
The character's name was BIM. BIM Singh. Ralph Moorage played. Andre Tanker do the music for the movie.
Right.
So I was like, if your father was rocking with him, you think your father had anything to do with the composing or the scores of him?
So I believe that was just before my dad. So my dad, it was more in the 80s where Andre was doing a project with a group called the Mau Mau, which is my buddy's Madupe's dad. It's a group of drummers of the Orisha faith and stuff, and he started to like do music with them and did a bunch of shows and stuff with those guys.
Is it by this much?
Yeah.
BIM is like Godfather or Trinidad.
But is that the only movie he did? I think he did something else.
No, he did other movies.
But something in the States. I think he was in LA and stuff. He did.
No, Ralph Moorage did like two movies. I saw the two of them. Or like
Okay.
3 movies. But I saw 2 out of them. 2 of them was
That's very cool. I would actually like to see that one.
That's not. I don't know. I don't want to tell you how I have them. But let's just put it this way. I had to say that off camera because,
Okay.
the feds is watching.
Oh boy.
Watching, as in the show?
Yeah. Oh, no.
I
And here was the scene, right?
The Fed, I tell you, because for some reason, the guy who directed it, because Trinidad film is not Trinidad, the Trinidad film industry basically destroyed this guy's life. So to have a copy of the movie because he didn't want it released or whatever, he don't like it released. Wow. So once every 20-some years, they show that in Palladium or whatever. And I have to have... Yeah, when they opened... I'm talking about they opened it recently to show the movie, like the 50th anniversary or some shit like that.
I just heard Palladium wasn't recently closed now, boy.
No, don't know, but like 50th. They opened it back for like a one night. The point is, what I'm saying is, then I just end up having a copy.
That's dope.
That
I
is,
would
that
like to
is
see
sick.
that.
So like, yeah, the streets.
We got talk off.
So, trust me. Cause,
Yeah, quality merchandise.
Nah, trust me. Ralph, as a big fan, I'd have voted for if he was still in politics.
Uncle Ralph, you mean?
Yeah, no. Uncle Ralph is the fella. And that's a tuna puna met. You know, if you know, you know. Uncle Ralph is.
So yeah, the drumming turned into a thing now that people call it a commodity. They're calling for you. Yeah, basically doing the moves, right? You know, the first time I saw this man, I was high on
mescaline.
No, punching or something.
Oh, ayahuasca.
Sure.
I try to remember the location, but I think it was a Caesar's Army party. But
Could be.
yeah, it was a Caesar's. Yeah, it was a Caesar's Army party.
Didn't paint?
It could have very well been in the Independence.
Yeah.
And that was a while.
Or AM Beach.
Or AM.
I feel it's AM
I think it's
Beach.
AM Beach. Yeah, but so it was like spazzing already, you know. Bam, I'm hitting my chest, bam, I'm hitting my face.
Yeah, face. What you doing in these guy?
I was in like a
They
circle.
should be.
I was in a circle of bam.
So
Hit it up, man. And then I started here. You call it drum line. So I was like, what?
oh, wait, no, but he's do it. I don't know because I never see it. So he's do it on the stage or like
Sometimes
in
you
the
have a
party?
stage in the crowd.
Not
Yeah.
on stage, but he wasn't on a stage at that point in time. You
No.
came and you just make a circle for yourself now. And I was like, hey, that's your real vibes, you know. But them times I was so drunk to remember that, you know. I don't remember as,
But he remember.
yeah.
Sometimes memories is just trigger.
It's crazy.
Means I left some kind of impression.
That was a
Very
great
happy to know
impression.
that.
That was a very good impression.
While being consumed by Bamsies, and I still remember that. That
Yeah.
vibes.
It's just
That's
like-
a lot.
I had to make mention of the way the percussion increased the tempo of
No,
the,
for sure.
of the bombardment I was
If I
having.
get
at the
done for
point
every
in
time
time.
that happen, oh boy, good times.
Excellent.
It's the interesting thing because playing Juvie and or even Carnival for that. No, probably not even like the mass or whatever, but like Juvie specifically. I get to observe it for myself. Like a percussion or a rhythm section does way more for the actual thing than playing music from the truck.
Yeah, I think
From time to time, yeah.
like the type of rhythms they be playing too is very. Ooh, one part a big word. Ring, indicative
Oh.
of like
Hold on.
what Juve morning is about now. That rhythm and that energy. Like what Juve really represented now, like from way back historically, slavery vibes, all that shit. Like I think
Slavery vibes.
no for real, like
Like if you translate Juve to English,
Because if it was never, to me, you playing the music as like, bro, it's not a club.
freedom.
yeah.
When I hear the music had cut, so it wasn't even timed. The music had cut, and it was I was working security for ABBA. That was before as well.
You laughing?
I was an Indian man working security.
You securing what?
Hey. Don't be on me.
Don't be my bread, you
Don't be
know,
my
man. I
brethren
don't
now,
buy.
boy.
That's why when the screen, I know, right? The screen dirty, though. I know, right?
There's so much of your fingerprint on it.
Look at fingerprints. That's why I just do that.
Yeah. So in the midst of all of this, it was some man. I think he had a drum from the freaking British drum, whatever needed, or you know whatever the thing is.
The iron.
Yeah.
It's iron, yeah. Using
King, 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 king. And that get the people wilder than all the music for the rest of the day, you know. And then the music come back on. I was like, why did we continue the
yeah,
music?
why are we here? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, like, so why is this not more mainstream then? You guys what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess it's supply and demand. The masses kind of want to hear music. While they do appreciate, especially at Juve time, they do appreciate the rhythm section. I guess, yeah, the average Joe will want to hear what Kes had to say, you know what I mean?
But then Olatunji comes and does Engine Room, and it's like you're getting the same thing.
Were you on that project by chance? Okay.
The only we have done a couple of projects. My biggest one to note was Soca Kingdom. I did some drums on Soca Kingdom, which was amazing.
So
I think I have a playlist of songs I played on.
It's on Spotify.
On Monday is Spotify.
Always use Apple Music. Oh,
right, dog, boy,
yeah,
fire,
right.
right.
No,
Right,
yeah, that's
fam.
not. Well, here's the F-up thing about this, right? Right now, Apple Music ain't paying for no exclusive podcast. So if Spotify come and give me some dust, you will say nothing about Apple Music
No, for sure.
on this.
For sure.
It's a Spotify boy, though.
Yeah, we do something for Imani Ray. I did something for Nyla.
Wow.
No, Nyla. Yeah, I'm a girl. And then Well, the rock band I was in 5 Miles to Midnight. Where we recorded
Oh
that.
shit!
5 Miles to Midnight as you was in that band.
Yeah. Me and my buddy Alex
I
Oyan
remember
started that band. Yeah.
Way.
Yeah,
Deep history, like.
because that
Wow.
it was that, and then Orange Sky was the next Trinidad rock. Is Orange Sky?
Well,
Yeah, Orange Sky was like an
to
alternative.
be fair, they were there way before us.
Yeah.
That is who I was going to see. Like looking up at those guys were like
Them
they
performing,
were my heroes,
yeah, they
bro.
performing long time, like big stadiums and thing.
And then 5 Miles to Midnight. Why do I know that?
Cause
Roger, okay, you probably know Roger McFarlane.
McFarlane.
Yeah.
No way.
Cause I think you were supposed to play in a thing that was hosting once. This was years ago. Yeah. That's how we know each other.
Everything clicking.
Yeah.
Wait.
Alcohol. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Kaisha is way to go.
Go do coke, people.
but yes,
drink
so-
coke.
Coca-Cola.
Good. Yeah, so you was talking about your project.
That's kind of more or less it, and it just took off to the point where we get to travel a lot. So very, very, very grateful for that. Because Cooties can be a little weird where they're not hiring you, and I'll be like, okay.
And they're not paying you. Either.
Oh God, that part, the best part.
We have a dark conspiracy here about Trinidadian people.
Ooh, I love
Trinis.
conspiracies about Trini.
No, wrong one. How old are you? How old are you?
Right.
I'm born 86.
Oh, you went to school with my sister then. Good.
Wow. So
Is
yeah.
your last name?
Wait, there's the Twilight Zone.
Yeah,
Easy
we
steam
Twilight
engine.
Zone. Never mind.
Easy steam engine, just now.
Twilight Zone.
Trinidadian people love you
Mm-hmm.
and hate you just as much.
Of course.
Your close friends,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that you'd expect. In multi-level marketing, they call it your warm market. The people you know who is
You're downline?
Yeah, no, you don't like it. The people who will be like the ones you expect to be, hey, support this. Somehow are the ones who are the most critical of any endeavor you make.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to know that when you was growing up, everybody would say, at least try, you know, and you will succeed. But if you fail to try, it's a loser. But eventually you're watching somebody, and this is where the dark conspiracy coming up, right? You're watching somebody trying, and in yourself, you're afraid to try.
Yeah.
And that projection turned out to be hate nobody. So they secretly dislike the fact that you're going and actually try to do this and might succeed at it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where no support will be shown because passive aggression will come out now. They'll be like,
That's so true.
turn a blind eye to him.
And then it could very well just be like, how come you don't beat the drum like this?
Yeah. Why
I
you
know,
don't, why you don't beat the drum like that, man?
Yeah.
And how he just beat drum so and
Like,
you
you not Questlove. We feel it's Questlove. Yeah, sure, I get that before.
That's my hero. Cause my name is Thompson and his name is Thompson.
No, I know, because I see you come with the band or the Questlove thing now. So I was like, ooh, treaty Questlove. And I show you get that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Truly Crystal.
yeah.
So that's based. So I saw a guy in an event in New York
Real talk.
was wearing this, and that's to add to like what he was saying now.
But let me just read it. So
yeah, I was just about to say we should say.
yeah. Your fear of looking stupid is holding you back.
Basically.
Yeah.
And that's Trinidadians if you go.
Yeah.
Everybody sounds so.
Dog, what is that? What's he doing?
Oh, which is why
doing
pool
that?
party.
Why he dancing so? Look what he have on. Yeah.
Bro.
Pool parties sucky.
Because we all, well, they collectively Trinidadians are afraid to shine. We have a culture of mediocrity where everybody just want to remain under the caboose and under the shed and watch one madman go out in the rain and play. So the airways being taken up, a lot of attention is being given to a lot of, how to say it, below par entertainment, edification across the board. Because Trinidadians are afraid to come out and open their mouth and show their ability to shine.
Yeah.
They rather go Dubai and shine.
Yeah.
They rather go India and shine.
They rather go Diddy or buy Diddy and shine.
Whoa.
Hey, I don't want to.
I talk about Pelt, yeah.
I don't want Pelty. I don't want Foxy, bro. But okay.
But yeah, my brother Conkers, yes.
Yeah, nah, Conkers.
His name is Corn Girls.
The man.
Yeah.
It
I
is like this, though.
so I went to St. Anthony's College and he went to school with me.
Yeah.
And he was like one of the top football players. You know?
Yeah,
so
dog, yeah.
For whatever reason, my name was Conkers. And-
Before your time or after?
No, during my
man
time. But he
came-
was younger than me.
Oh, that was him.
But he came in his school in Form 2, and he was on the intercult side, and
I know he
but
inside.
and the
again,
man
that's something he
shame
said
lesson
earlier.
too, aye.
As he said something earlier, media is a hell of a thing. Like, media, bro, like, I experienced something. This is going off rails a little bit. Like, event we played in New York, and I've been in New York for years. And events, mostly Caribbean events, mostly black Caribbean people, I have never seen a fight. You would expect fight. You're looking hard, drinking Hennessy the whole night, tying, screwing your face, smoking real.
Hennessy, man.
You think a man going to cough on your face?
Somebody going to take off for sure.
For sure. Nothing. Right? So one day, something happens. And it was insane.
What do you mean?
There was a fight. And it was insane. And low-key forget the point I was making. But
No, and you're talking about media and how.
media, thank you. And it was, for some reason, a ton of police. Fucking news cameras, CBS.
At that,
New York
at that
news.
opportune time.
Bro, this teeth my head. So I leave in the event, and cameraman, oh my God, can you tell us what happened here today?
It's crazy.
I say, the boss here already going on. And I'm talking just
you
so.
talking shitty.
I say, big man, I say that's not fair. I say, you know why it's not fair? You'll have never been to any other event. Marshall now sell out whoever venue you sent out the other day, or they wasn't there. You understand? They started the third, or they're not there. But as he made some shitheady fan, or they come to report,
Of course
stupid
they did.
woman asking me, what's soca? I say, Google it. How you spell it? SOUKA? I'm like, lady, do your job. She's like, no, I can't because my mom's a musician. I say, darling, let me be real.
She being.
You're doing your job.
Yeah, she passive.
You're trying to pick your...
Right? So to back to my point with media, which that just scarred my mind with media. I mean, it always was.
Yeah.
I spoke to the camera, and luckily a buddy of mine filmed what I said on his phone while I was talking to the camera. I was like, guys, don't do that. Come when it's good. Don't come when it's bad. That's not fun, guys. Like, come on. Y'all make the community look bad. That's bullshit. You were never here before. This is not cool.
It'll be impartial.
And on the news clip,
This
it's
is
just
bullshit.
literally
This is bullshit.
me saying, oh yeah, I've been doing this for years. End clip. Because I was saying, I've been doing this for years and I've never seen anything like this.
So they
this
wanted
is an
to push the
anomaly.
narrative.
They wanted to push the narrative. So media, not all they do. Fuck them.
No, well, you have well.
Same thing. Canada. You've been to Caribana.
Would you believe no? This might actually be our first year.
Oh, seriously,
performing in
never.
Canada.
Okay, but you've been to Canada.
Of
to
course,
Caribana,
of course.
Right. I'm not sure if you've been to the Gay Pride Parade, but the Gay Pride Parade is connected.
Yes.
Yes. the Gay Pride Parade is basically in the heart of Toronto. You see where Caribana typically is? On the
Waterfront, yeah, for
on
sure.
the outskirts, and it barricaded like that. Basically, like they go on the edge. So if they happen to get a while, we can just push them in the water because they can't swim.
Right.
That's what I used to say. but the Gay Pride Parade heart of the city.
Yeah.
It have Canada how much killings in a year? I mean, realistically, less than 20.
You wanna find out? Well, has been on this conspiracy hinge on a little crazy now, but homosexual rights, homosexuality in the West.
LGBTQ plus.
The
To be PC.
yeah, not
Protective custody.
I'm not particularly sure about the president who passed it, but they literally slipped that in with our next bill now, where it was like a homosexual act, the homosexuality, whatever, and then they come with the discrimination act at the same time. So the man was like, of course, yeah, I will never accept discrimination and whatever, but the way they politically phrased it is that intertwined in the DNA of this bill is that you can never tell a homosexual group of people how to celebrate. Or else you're breaking a fundamental law of the Constitution.
Which is because
So, I mean,
in Canada we were talking about the Israelite, the Black Jew stuff, whatever, right? In other countries, you could say, boy, Batty man, whatever. Like here, because I've taught on like three or four places. Canada, you cannot read certain parts of the Bible that says, he's like, oh, Leviticus 11, you have to open.
Right.
So it's a different thing and a full protection there. But for us now, our thing, which will be carnival culture, that kind of stuff, they kind of frame it as, look, it had one stabbing. My aunts and them who's living out there, it's like, oh, you're free to go. Don't be caught it unsafe. It had a stabbing. I was like, Mom, stabbing.
Bro, people getting stabbed up on that tube in Canada right through the
Yeah, it's a normal thing.
No, but we've heard of that, bro. Stabbing.
Stabbing.
Remember Fat Joe saying, lean back happy niggas in his corner, my scar their face.
Yeah. But my view on like gay rights and thing is very different. Is not the norm to the point where when I speak in certain circles, man, what you gay? I was like,
you know, okay.
But the way I see it, as a straight man, my sexuality, your sexuality, is none of my business. You know why? Me don't like you. What that doing me? That absolutely nothing to do with me.
Who you willing to make me break?
It don't matter. You understand? Unless I meet a young lady I'm interested in at that point. That matters, right? And I think in circles like that, like especially like getting rights to do certain things within the Caribbean community, there's no representation and there's nobody really on the inside fighting for us. Where in the LGBTQ plus community, they have a lot of advocates now, people that are like, oh, well, as a gay man, I was like, oh, man, I think this should be this way, and they are also in positions where they can make certain provisions now, you know what I mean, and certain changes now.
Milk.
Yeah, and dog.
What's his name? Milk.
I'm sure.
Milk.
I have no clue what you're speaking about.
The guy named Milk, like I'm making
Martin Luther King?
No, the first MLK. Jesus
Christ.
Sean Penn actors him in the movie Milk. He was the first gay, openly gay politician.
Okay.
Milk?
Oh.
Really?
Actually, I know the movie. I just said Sean Penn.
Shirley though.
Who's Shirley?
You know, I ain't watch
My
that.
grandmother name is
I
Shirley.
supposed to watch that. My aunt name is Shirley.
Yeah.
Oh.
I supposed to watch it because a Trini actor.
That's my boy. That's my dog.
That's what's up.
He was in class. He was in class with me. That's my boy.
So wait,
Vibes.
you're virgin because I'm anti-man?
No.
Oh, okay.
So stay with the conversation, bro.
I thought you were saying is your partners in the thing and the first gay politician.
No, that's Sean Penn.
That's Sean Penn. That's a Hollywood actor.
Penn. All right, cool.
Sean Penn.
That's a big movie then.
Milk.
Pops.
Actually, that would actually be an interesting movie to watch. So know that you meant.
Because like him he was the first, the fighting he had to do. That's what basically caused the gay rights. Which I don't already say this. You see, women only didn't do shit for the movement. It was really the men. So we go back to the statement, feminism is shit.
Yeah, just
I had to. The only reason I gave any forwards was because of the men in the movement, not the women.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
So in other words, what you're saying is, it was the homosexual men.
It was the men in the movement.
That
the men
created the
avenues
powerhouse
for
it
it
is
to
now,
be.
the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
Hey, good.
That's all I say. So
I carry it.
notice I said nothing bigoted.
I don't pay
make this
membership.
up.
I don't pay membership fees, so
Didn't make this up. But yeah, so it have no advocacy, as you were saying, in terms of our. It have, and I realize do you think it's a very fight down amongst each other?
And within the Caribbean community?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's common knowledge. That's normal thing. Crab in a bucket. Pain and suffering.
is the water on the island?
So then the question is,
Talk about it.
is there a mafia?
In terms of what? Soca?
The soca mafia. I have to ask this.
As a person who works in the industry, you know what I realized? No, let me backtrack a little bit. Before we can discuss something, right? Like if we were to discuss who is the sweetest girl in Trinidad, we have to first define what sweet means. Sweet to you might mean tall, sweet to me might mean fat, sweet to he might mean red. Just saying.
You really catch my type?
Right?
Your type?
You like big girls.
You like
guys, that's no PC. The term is plus size.
No,
You like some
so
minute.
I really look like that.
Right? So for instance, I am live on a podcast, and I'm just saying that I'm live on a podcast.
Oh, that's nice.
So for us to define mafia, what does that term mean? What does that mean? Is there a man stand up outside radio stations? Hi, are you a new soca artist? Slap you in the face, take your CD and break it, or block all your emails. Is it that kind of mafia you're talking about?
No, it's
like what do we mean?
We pick because this is what I talk about what the streets do because I'm such a street guy.
I don't know, my fucking like Jesus.
I'm such a hood guy.
He's so hood. Oh my God.
But yes.
Actually scared.
But yeah, such a street guy. But it's like we have set the power and set the percentages in terms of who can pop and who can't pop.
Right.
Who can reach and who can't reach.
Right.
We get the percentages if you get play on the radio or not.
Right.
And because we're in full control of all the outlets for new music to break out.
Right. So you say you're in control of all the outlets for new music to break out. Ask any of them 18-year-olds in your class next time you see them where they listen to music. Who the fuck listening to radio? That's so dead, bro. I can't when I say listen to radio, I jump in a maxi. When I say jump in a maxi, but the point is,
you with the competition.
Valid point.
I forget you
so
the competition.
While I think there may have been some sort of cabal, yes, where men were kind of blocked for their brethren. Say block for their brethren, but me and you good. I meet you. I find you real cool. If I hear opportunity that I know that is suited to you, if I get opportunity I know suited to him, I'll say, boy, call my boy. He real cool boy.
But fuck this nigga.
The next person, me know who is he, but I know he put he on. Think about it. Think of all the new artists or the new crop that is coming up, or just anything new for that matter of fact. Is the people that's going to find it.
Yeah.
The kids not even listen to soca. They don't care about that. They care about Byron Messiah, Young Brother. They care about that because that's where they are
Which
now.
is going to lead directly into my next
And
thing.
I have not witnessed it, but I am sure because Trinidad is so small and there's only a certain amount of money to be made at Carnival time, there will be some kind of China Mashaman too. Like I hear certain men back in the days, like back in the 90s and stuff, I think 80s, 90s, a lot of bands used to travel. You'll find brass men leaving on a weekend, going New York, going Orlando, playing, and a certain soca artist come and say, hey, I'm going on away. How much you paying for that band? I'm going to come with a DJ and charge you half now.
And fuck them brass men.
Fuck them brass men. And that's what happened. That's why that became such a thing. Even in rap. Like, I love Wiz Khalifa. I follow him for years. He have a DJ. But as he get big, he get a band. Can you up the like sound of live instrumentation, saying you can charge more. It's more of a spectacle now. But men, because of how short Carnival is and how... Boy, this will go down our whole next week. How soca is received or not received internationally. Men playing for what they can see now. I say, yeah, what's going on? We have to have a hit here now. We have to do as much as we could in this space of time. So it is a kind of fight down there. It is a kind of trying to just make as much money as you can because men have lives and fucking shit to do, bro.
Scarcity mentality.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mentioned the young kids and the young brother. Mm-hmm. Do you think that we could replace soca? And I say we as a country can now pick Zest music and if Trinidad let's switch to the fuck tunes, no gunman shit. Just that could just be soca now. That shit not because then with Zest music come in good because that's basically almost like percussion music. It was very percussive.
Yeah, that's your point of it, yeah, for sure.
And
where we going after?
No, yeah, and I talk about washing the machine now.
Yeah, drumming on the desk in school.
And Zest music took off, especially during the COVID period. Especially during
of course, yeah, that was the height of Zest music. Yeah.
And nobody really took it. It just had one rhythm and no other, like in your cases, like, is he saying, I can't make only fucking beats for Zest niggas for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And it never happened. It just dropped. Back to soca when he get super markup.
Yeah.
Boy.
Boy, that soca discussion real deep, because it's like it's just a lot. Yeah. Hey yo.
Alright, that's all right. No, don't pause.
Yeah. Because soca music was created and distributed around the festival that is Carnival, that created, while it was very cool and amazing, it created a problem that it wasn't running all year, which is why I love Irfan. I was big up my brother Irfan for always trying to release music all year round.
Steadily.
That makes it a viable genre that could have a name on Spotify, have a name on Apple, have a grouping in the Grammy, because you're not just like, oh yeah, let me bring out a song and hope I make a man pay me $5,000 to sing my song on stage. Sing 20 times a day and make real money and be happy.
You release one song a year and all kind of thing.
Right, you can't be doing that. Try for an album, push for an album, push for proper tours outside of the Caribbean. Not just Trinidad, the Caribbean diaspora. Big up to Cassie Band. That's why I love and respect them so much. That they pushing the boundaries of it.
Always.
Other men making mine calling names and things, but respect to them because at the end of the day, if a man doing some man making money and buying house and mining child and things, I can't tell you, hey, maybe you should put yourself out there a little bit more and push your limits. Nah, that's kind of wild.
That's his call.
I thought this is why I always wondering. Apparently, you have a Trinidadian wrestler. If he's watch wrestling.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
Watch wrestling.
I don't watch wrestling, but I know the guy who's doing well abroad.
WWE?
WWE.
Alright.
Here's the F-up thing. What I always wanted to see, I wanted to see like how the Rock was just repping fucking Hawaii. Or it had everybody was repping, British Bulldog was repping thing. If it had a Trinidadian champion for WrestleMania, he come down and I don't know, it's fucking Marshall Montano, Bungie, and it's like Tribe or whoever thing, and they're coming down to this thing.
Guys, let me don't get ahead of ourselves now, boy.
Oh, sorry.
We had to remember one thing. Money talks, bullshit does walk.
All the time.
Right? Or money walks, bullshit talks. Whatever else. We are only about 1.3 million, so to speak.
Yeah, but remember that's been the population since primary school.
Yeah.
Of course, I feel it probably have more.
The census could be off.
No, the census off because people just be ducking the census and it have really legal.
All right, cool. All right, so let me say give or take, right?
Yeah, 2 million people.
We are 2 million on the island, right? 2 million people we at. We talking about an economy that right now our social services barely existing because of mismanagement, right? We don't have a culture of creating industry anymore in Trinidad and Tobago. And I mean, it's a streamlined thing across the board because it's one leadership style we have coming from the Westminster leadership style. We don't really have that understanding as a people, a collective, to really put things in place to create a new industry per se. Our industrialization era was when Cardi 1975 came into play. Our industrialization era was Uriah Buzz Butler fighting for the rights of the labor movement. Reginald Capilio.
Wow.
After that,
Hey, I supposed to be talking the social studies shit.
after that, it is a total drop off. Right now, we in the abyss in terms of some shining former excellence. We had probably Keyshawn Walcott in the past. Richard Thompson. But Billy Ocean, that was wild, dog. That's a big one too. Caribbean Queen.
That's something I'm very passionate about.
Right?
Very passionate
So
about.
we had
Trinidad who doing very big things.
Yeah, so we had to be proud of
Michael Cherry
ourselves.
now.
No,
Big up
but
to you, Michael.
No, but we had to be proud at the same time. If we really looking at it as a soca industry, going up against a juggernaut of other genres, looking at the populations of where these genres come from, we're going to be trounced upon, trying to bounce our way through. Even Jamaica have an advantage because of the population size to an extent.
No, I think Bob did that for them. Not to cut you off. That's the only thing
Sure, I agree.
Bob paved the way for,
100%. 100%.
That's like men from Italy could sing reggae and get through. I hope big reggae.
100%. I agree. The culmination of everything that the Jamaican culture produced, that was an excellent product.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what we was doing, we was calculating on oil. You understand? Oil come.
I love oil.
My grandfather.
I love
well,
oil.
at least your parents was industrious people. You know, so my grandfather and them, probably industrious people too. But somewhere along the line, there was a shift in Trinidad and Tobago culture where we didn't see the value in upholding the discipline, the tolerance, the production.
Was it 1976 by chance? September?
It could have very well been 1976. The modern
when we get the independence, it was cool. But see when we pushed for that fucking Republic shit, it was like, whew!
Yeah, it could have been 1976. It could have been
and then
Republic.
middle fingers. We'll figure it out. The oil never go on the ground.
The oil not going undone. Alright, cool, the oil not going undone. But
No.
look at us now, where we in a place where we crying out for heroes. And we crying out and saying, boy, everything just mediocre. Boy, nobody ain't doing nothing good. Look, I watched this whole football scene going the other day. Nobody can be. Alright, I know way bigger fans than me about football, right?
Yeah.
Big up yourself, ABL and Kellon. Kellon is wild. Anyway. I think it is a big disrespect to Trinidad and Tobago football that the Pro League does be going on every single week.
There's a Trinidad Pro League.
Yes, right?
Yeah, boy.
The
That
Trinidad and Tobago.
for real. No, for real.
That's serious though.
Big man thing.
It's not football fun, like in general.
Yeah,
So,
no,
Let them-
that's the
I
point.
used to like football when Brighton.
Until the Premiership does go on every weekend, Manchester United playing football still.
But he said he know football. Just him and I said I do
You know-
not care
alright,
football.
if it's about, like, if you tell me it's about basket, it's
you,
about
you know,
basketball.
you know Manchester United.
Yes.
Only because I Dwight.
You know Real Madrid.
Only because people call
You know
names.
Barcelona.
100%.
Because it's a
Arsenal.
But
Bah.
I see your point.
Right? We living in a country where, as a young man coming up in the sport and whatever the case is, you love it like you see your idols on TV love it. And just because the politicians are what the politicians are, we feel it from the top.
Yeah, for sure.
The fish head rotten, of course.
Yeah.
This is the product. So it's a big disrespect to watch how the turnout is for has-been stars. I mean, my idols, my heroes. But football is a young man's game. Let me get real. The stars is be born. You don't go and retract and bring back somebody. And I don't mind you bring them back, how they turn out. But what about our young stars and thing?
It's not a big turnout.
There's a massive
Humongous
fucking
turnout, dog. It's where it's a World Cup final.
This is the Soca Warriors.
There's
No,
not even soccer
it's a
world. This
fete match, a glorified
fete
fete match.
Yeah, between retired players, local and some Brazilians as well.
So all them people who go in there in the biggest football clothes and trying to pose off,
I'm paying the hot $450.
yeah.
Talk about it.
when it was $450.
You're not even going to pay $100 to go and watch a Pro League game.
But here,
Or
but
maybe
let
it
me-
might be 100. I don't know.
Let me be
It might be
devil's-
free.
Let me be devil's advocate.
Please.
For what you're talking about there. I agree with you completely because I have a good friend of mine, big up Hansi Beans.
Hey.
He's very much involved in sport in terms of the hosting aspect and working with sports marks and different things like that. And because I went to St. Anthony's, I was a big football culture as well. When St. Anthony's was playing, heading towards the final, I was like, where is I go and support my team? I found that Sportsmarks did a fantastic job of advertising and bringing awareness. You see that part there, King?
Simple.
See that part there, King? That's the problem.
Simple.
I was like, cool with local football, whatever. Men had to put their money where their mouth is, though. You had to advertise and can't expect motherfuckers to be like, yo, I gonna go to this game. When is the game? Where is the game? That is not general knowledge. I should support again, but then probably tie back to money.
Manchester
Or
United
how do you get
spends
advert? You know what I mean?
millions.
If it was like them old men and them who's read papers every weekend about on the sports
It
section.
still have newspapers,
It's
nigga.
like
Yeah.
newspapers, though.
Yeah.
You're reading that shit. These little children cannot read,
Right?
bro.
You would read about the rampant corruption
Front page.
that has never gone anywhere. This is things that men has been handcuffed for 100 and something years. 3, 4, 5 consecutive license.
I love this country for that. The rackets will
paradise.
I love it.
Because when you read about the racket and you think to yourself, but how this
the
thing
men
just,
getting away with
these
this
men
every-
waking up in the morning, going about their life as usual, passing police car normal.
Meanwhile-
people, boop, boop. This is
I
it.
never forget
Getting escort.
the DEA come here for Jack Warner and leave it without Jack Warner. You know? I was
Yeah, dog, that's wild.
It is not.
like, I said,
I want
okay.
him to never maintain jail ever. He is my fucking
a hero.
He
He's a
is
hero.
my fucking hero.
No, so that back to your point again. Yeah,
Jack.
I think it was a big disrespect, but then it goes back to the whole how Trinidad supports Trinidad, right? You rather do it in a way where it's gip, laugh and lackery, and then go home and sleep. Rather than we in Trinidad like to look rich, but not be rich.
Ooh, talk about it.
You understand? We like to look it, but we really don't want to be rich. I know for a fact Trinidad doesn't really want to be rich.
We okay with being okay.
Yeah, and as long as you're okay on an island, biologically you're starting to regress mentally now, boy.
I don't know who really in charge of our local football, but if they could,
Minister.
have you?
They had elections recently. I can look it up for you. They had elections recently, and this man, I think, is they have a new president, I think.
But anybody in it? Sorry to cut you off, King. Anybody in the team good? Anybody like
Boy,
doing like
I
dread-
personally, Angus Eve, give Jackie though. He might be this, men might say he might be that. as far as somebody who trying to uplift young Trinidad and Tobago football, it's a difficult job the man have now.
It is.
Right? Because the young people coming up now who playing football, I consider them talent-wise, rawest talent. It's the best raw talent I ever see. Raw talent.
I must admit that I had the secondary school football league was pretty good.
Yeah, no, they game better.
Ballers,
But it mightn't be intellectual football because we don't have a system of coaches who could understand, hey, we need to have a congruent system from toddler straight up to senior that we could call Trinidad and Tobago brand of football. Trinidad and Tobago brand of music. We don't brand things. We don't be industrious and productive enough to create something to call it a brand. We can't, we don't know what that means. Right? So anytime it comes to the point of somebody being that astronomical and gifted to reach out there and shine, that's the only time you could be prospering. So that's why we just had to be proud of the few little Trinidadians who does actually go
and
there.
it's never be a team, eh?
Yes.
All ever realize that it's always be
one person
one
just
person, boy.
slip
It's
through the
like
cracks.
once you don't have to depend on a team.
I know nothing about Trinidad football whatsoever except.
And that's the point.
No, the one game I've ever seen is, I think it was the women's. What the fuck I was doing there? Anyway,
We know what it is. in there.
no, it was the qualifying. It was the qualifying. It was the qualifying. Like, there's qualifying for World Cup or some shit. I didn't even know it had Women's World Cup. I was kind of just there for the lime now.
Right.
Stadium full because we was actually qualifying.
Well, that never happened because the stadium is never full.
No.
For Women's World Cup.
Full.
Trinidad
Big,
World Cup?
full. The
Which
fucking one
stadium?
in the fucking one in top.
It's a girls game.
Yeah. No,
It's
girls.
girls.
Under 19 or something.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Parents
shit
as well support each other.
No. It is full.
And that's the next thing to it, bro. Once he started to do well, that's when people just jump.
So
hence, I believe that this season was
one game to get qualified. But then our first goal come against us. We was doing every time we do the fucking wave and shit. It
We
was
have no
like,
guts. We
you
have no
ever do
guts.
the wave? That's the funniest shit ever you can do. in a
Mexican
stadium.
100%. I was waving in the stadium last week.
So
I'm guilty.
No,
That's okay. It's
no,
fine.
it is 100% fun as shit. I didn't know this. So I was like, I'm not really a football fan, but I was like, okay, cool, Trinidad, whatever. We get the first goal.
Right.
Everybody is like, okay, let me continue this wave shit. Second goal.
Yeah.
Sit down. By half over, like it was like, I don't know, like 50 minutes to go, everybody just walked out the fucking stadium. Game didn't even finish. Like, imagine you as a player for your
That's
country.
demoralizing.
Your fucking fans, and no, the other team, their supporters is like, oh, we beating these black bitches. Oh, it was white girls now. I think it was USA. Yeah.
America tends to be America is the best women's team in the world.
Well, I mean, it's women's football. But you catch the point. I can imagine you in the stands. That's like watching your parents watching you.
And they just disappointed.
And they just walk off. It's like,
they didn't even wait to carry home. It's like,
we waiting in the parking lot.
but at least you get the parking lot.
No, and then we had the biggest line
Leave out the
on
passenger
the
to
avenue
coach.
after.
100%.
Of course, that's what it's about. We go out there to idly watch people run up and down to go and drink. You know, it's never about, hey, we had to represent our product. Look at something as simple as the yes, use this word all the time, though. Homogeneous. It's a big word.
That's not the homo word I use, but no.
Yeah, use that word all the time, though. Right? Japan went to the World Cup. And the culture is so strong because of homogeneity. Homogeny, right? I don't know what the right one is, but we know what we're talking about.
Harmony.
Right?
No, it's homogeneity.
Nah, like they all look the same.
Okay.
Right, because Japan has
Homogeneous.
like 90. Japan has like 97%
Right.
just pure Japanese.
So this
and
is
then
their
3%
culture.
is everything else.
So this is their culture, right? They reach in the World Cup. And after everyone, the froggy boy.
Yeah.
After
dogs next door. We sell
every,
illegal
them neighbor
frogs.
dogs on them.
We sell illegal frogs.
After every game, they are picking up their trash, cleaning up the area they were saying down in, orderly leaving in a single file manner. I don't know if the Japanese authorities threaten them and let them know if we only see her on TV acting unruly, you know what's going to happen. But these people were the most well-behaved, well-organized, well-ordered people that I have ever seen.
That's a very Asian thing, though. Asians are very
but do any
super like.
Why you bow for? That was not. Not kind of like that.
They're very.
That was
like,
very he-or-esque.
That was very really. It's
They're
a good
very
host.
like respectful.
Yeah.
You did anything in like Asia? Like
Yeah, actually, I did a project. There's a kid from Trinidad called Calpi. Calpis do like kind of like Caribbean rock pop. Well, sorry.
Caribbean rock pop.
The name of it is New Calypso. So he real bad. So he does the likes of Jimmy October, Freetown Collective.
Yeah, them fellas having talent, dog.
So he had an event in Singapore, and I was privileged to go on tour with him, and that was at the time of my life. Yeah.
The time of your life.
So at the time, you see, same time this going on, is the same time Trinidad coming on scale.
Yeah.
Two different, beautiful forms of music, but it's just born in different parts of Trinidad now. But
for sure.
we having a struggle in now packaging this Trinidad thing because of got too much gun violence.
Trinidad gonna win.
And then we having a struggle now packaging your type of music.
It's more musical.
Because it's more musical, not much people in tune to that.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like this niche, very special because when you hear it on a carnival Monday or kind of fete or something, people moving, people shaking.
Sure.
You know, but people, it's like that one food item that you don't know you like a fried plantain or something, and you watch it and you say, oh, Guido is that? And then you taste the fried plantain and you say, wait, that tastes good. You know, that is basically what it's like now. But so we had to be proud still. At every moment, we had to be grateful at the same time that this one little tiny rock that seems to be sinking is
I don't knock on
No,
your
it seems-
That's what I used to do.
Yeah,
Knock-
I'll do that.
knock
Knock
on
on
it.
twice.
Knock on it.
Yeah.
it seems to be sinking metaphorically is what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, not actually. I thought photo screen was kind of sinking.
That's some report, but I don't know how true that is now. But
Was it
I
something?
mean, they have a lot of reclaimed land in Trinidad, like Westmore was water. My father said, let me go there and swim and thing.
holy shit.
Yeah, so.
God gonna take back that shit.
Yeah, Jawa
So
Baki
I've
land.
been hearing. But I have no problem with any artists in Trinidad. I love what everybody doing. But people just glorify shippiness now. So the more shippiness you're saying, is the more popular it gets. So it's very hard to break through doing something positive because, like, especially if you want to be popular, general masses, like, yeah, we don't care about that.
Because I shock you and come out with a rhythm section version of BBL Drizzy, and then it'll be like
Like the Pan Man? The
Pan Man do it.
Pan Man.
Oh, it what?
Yeah,
What
Pan
I
Man.
realized, right, last year, the song of the summer was Baron Messiah, right?
Yeah, it was actually.
You know that is this, right?
Yeah.
You know he signed to Prince Swanee, right?
Nice.
You know that is Trinidad music? But he just
What's Baron Messiah? What song is that?
Da 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 da. Yeah, that too, dog. Yeah.
So Baron Messiah, that was the song of the summer. Kill New York, kill everywhere till Burna Boy jump on, till Chris Brown.
Till he end
jump
up with a B4 kind of thing.
Till he end up in a beef.
yeah.
That's Trinidad music.
He and I be.
He wasn't a beef with TJ.
We're not. What
Jamaican.
up?
Yeah, yeah.
That nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the music have potential, eh?
It's a
Because
hobby.
what I realize, for something to go global, people have to identify with
That
it.
identify with it. Yeah.
That's why people love Taylor Swift to death. Because it's like, I am her.
Okay.
No, but the
I can't
masses not
relate,
like,
but I
of course,
understand.
neither me.
I understand.
But she is the girl next door. You realize nothing special about her. She's not incredibly gorgeous. She's not having blah, blah, blah.
But
She's
she
like,
is the girl next door.
but she is the general.
But
And
she-
people like that.
she
People like to
is-
see themselves, you know.
Blanca. She is American. Right?
white. She's
And she is from that place where propaganda
Yeah.
is.
They stop going down like rabbit holes.
It's not a rabbit hole, dog. It's facts. The father propaganda from America. Though, well, he's not American, but he helped a lot of American industry, though.
During World War II, you see they were snatching up all the scientists and
Yeah,
other people.
yeah.
So
Come
they just-
to live
Come
in
to
the
live here.
land
Don't
of the
worry.
free.
Hitler not going to kill you. And it's like,
Yeah,
No
what?
one.
He's a what? A commie.
he's a communist.
Yeah.
All them, anyway.
But again, to your point, I really want to see the day that Trinidadians could stop being so negative about each other that way. You know? Like, all right, the question I was going to ask you is when you say Trinidadians like chauffeurs. Now there's a chicken and the egg theory. Who like these chauffeurs? The people who are actually pushing it and feeding it to the Trinidadians? Or the Trinidadians who just have no choice but to receive it? Because it's when you go off it, certain people responsible for what people hear. You understand? And it is a common thing around anywhere you go. The masses already play the music. The masses responding to what they're
Responding to what is
expecting to.
played.
So you are like a leader of the new generation and you complain this, they will say, well, all right, if the expert say this is the shit, then we might as well run with the shit. So to blame the people now when they go out there.
It's definitely people, but it's a strange cycle. If I know they like cheese and I selling food, I gonna sell cheese because my brethren here like cheese and
The man
he
has
here
supply.
like cheese and everybody like cheese, your mother like cheese. So it makes sense to sell cheese.
Makes sense.
So then everybody gonna say, boy, better we start make cheese, yes? And that's what's going on with the music, because generally the masses like chippiness, like lewd lyrics or whatever. The radio is forced to play what people want to play, because if they decide, here, we're going on. We play Cook Franklin.
No,
Then people be like,
the fucking
okay.
Cook Franklin.
Well, the Christians would, and then you would find that market now, and then you end up staying in that market. But if you want to be a 97 point, like a 94.7 or Hot 93, you have to play those quote unquote hits, whether you know who Camila Cabello is or not. That shit had a run once an hour.
Yeah.
Because why? You watch Billboard, boom, she's number one, this what how to play. And that's just what it is. Everybody like Young Brother, he talking about and beat up like a trampoline. That's what we playing. The children ain't supposed to sing it, but that's what we gonna play. Because that's what we want people to hear.
I mean, the lyrics
that's
was
what people
always
want to hear.
crass, yeah? The lyrics was always...
It was always crass. But just to his point that they're gonna play what the masses generally respond to now, boy. And again, another whole aspect of it is knowing your market. Who listens to 94.7 ain't gonna be on 94.1 listening.
Of course.
That's exactly. So each genre and each sect of society is going to be in tune with what they want and go to the area in which they can receive said information, music, whatever the case may be.
I play Carnival. That song like them people from.
Yeah, they remind
Girl,
me.
right there.
Back in
I play my this year. And coming from somebody who played mass as a very young person to the stage I am now, I notice a shift in the, for want of a better word, spirit of the mass, spirit of carnival, spirit of what this used to represent. And plenty people have gone away where nothing means anything anymore. So yeah, mass, we going out and have a good time and whatever, but at the end of the day, you are there as a main character in your own movie. Right? And that's a small-minded way to live. It was a real close-minded way to be. And we start separating ourselves from the collective consciousness. So, hey, we come here to have a good time and enjoy ourselves. It turned into a whole debacle of sexual just promiscuity. Everybody and their sister naked.
I mean, what's it got to do in the island?
Well, I mean, so...
I feel like we got no other choice.
Like,
I mean, we could actually, grow some food.
we think this is North Korea? Oh, fuck.
We could grow some food, we can export, we can do things, on the island. But at the same time, we still have to be grateful. And I am the first person to jump onto Trinidad and Tobago. But I love my country I come from at the same time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And people just really want to say this about us and that about us. Well, leave.
Yeah.
Don't come back, But we come from somewhere that we have an ideology that if we go somewhere else, it will be better. Same pack of peas, though. Same shit.
Same shit differently. I rather struggle here. I rather go through bullshit here than anywhere else in the world. Because I feel like it's home and, it's comfortable and you feel safe to an extent as much as people say you're not bad. Anywhere bad. I was only training in New York.
Criminals know.
Taking coke. I never see a man taking coke in a maxi.
Whoa. We don't want like powder?
Yeah, man was chopping it up on the seat of the train. I was like, oh, cool, bro.
You were slicing and dicing.
You need to tell him in the East West Corridor some Spanish girls. You see coke being sliced like that.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy, though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know it smelled like until, you actually.
Oh, it was that close?
No, like, you imagine you in the bathroom, you putting taking up his body bathroom full.
That happened to me, boy. We play Texas, and I see people bumping us. A girl was in the men's bathroom with two guys. Yeah. Another guy walking behind me. I went to the bathroom. He went to the bathroom. And he said, guys, by the time I'm done wash my hands, I want you guys to fuck out of here.
Wow.
I'm the manager here, and I don't want to shit in my place. I'm dive out, yes?
Let me put it this way. Line to the bathroom, and they're doing something that's not Pepsi.
Yeah. That must get on bad.
That's a good one.
Okay, you into music production at all, or you just
a bit? We as I said, we have recorded songs with people, but in terms of producing music, I'm more on the live aspect of it.
Oh crap! Because I was going to ask you, door of choice.
See one more time?
DAW, digital audio workstation of choice. Where he's recording was the.
Nah. Well, most times we just use Logic as well.
Ha 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 ha. Fuck Fruity Loops. Anyway.
I mean, Fruity Loops is easier. Guys who.
You're gonna get some real flack for this.
No, I mean, I don't knock it. Especially initially, people used to knock it because it was kind of the easy way out. But Fruity Loops upgraded is dope, dog. Fruity Loops are real bad.
I've used it. It's the same shit.
And then when they're now they have Splice, some kind of thing.
It would be remiss of me. This is the hero show, you know. So you always had to get back to the dealer bacchanal, and you know.
I support it.
What else keep the listeners coming back to the Patreon? Like,
Patreon.com/e_.
$5 all your cheap
$5.
bastards. Just 5 stinking
Yeah, tell your
dollars.
friends in the States, fucking pay for a coffee and support the show.
Yeah, you
Scumbags.
paid $5 to follow your baby mother along with a private investigator, dog.
Oh,
So,
God.
You freaking know you can't afford gas or rent. You just give me the money.
anyway, right,
Freeze.
so
Run it.
we have to get into the segment where, you know, there's a man outside parties here and there, hopping on the
bumping in the
island,
bathroom with the white boys.
bumping
Yeah.
and whoa.
Not me. But
Not
God.
bumping, it's not that good.
Oh, no. I see, you hear the white boys now.
Pretty
boy.
much, white boys like, whoa.
No, it's not like that.
All right, cool.
Pause.
Yeah, so you know your guy around. You must have some interactions with the female gender,
Most certainly.
you know. So
Well, okay, female sex, I don't even want to say gender because that could be
it
misconstrued.
can be misconstrued, right?
Right? I identify as one.
With females, right?
Yeah,
Women.
yeah. Shoot.
I want to hear, right? Your top 5 curb lines you ever get from a girl
Curb as in, what does that mean?
She goes.
before you actually was who you were, and females was calling your phone for X or Y or Z. The Mike Jones, right? So
my
I want to hear your wireless. I'm not a hero moment.
You're looking crazy right now. But continue.
I love
crazy.
the story. Yeah,
Your wireless. I'm not a hero.
I would say I'm a late bloomer. I was a jokey man when I was in school. But I was cool with
Don't say that,
everybody. No, just, you know. So I remember going to this house party with this with like my cousins or whatever. So like back in the day, that was the joint now. Somebody turned 16, 17, 15, whatever. You have a house party. Lights off, music playing. Girls in one corner, boys in one corner.
Scrub down.
Scrub down 100%, right? But I don't want to say I never had shame, but I just really can't. I see nobody dancing. I see like the cutest girl in the party.
Aweti.
I say, hey girl, you turn yourself.
Oh, wait now. Hold on. Okay.
This one time at band camp,
Yeah, right. Continue the story now.
So so I was like, hey, what a dance? And she was like, in the loudest voice, by the way, over the music, no!
Was she light skinned?
100%.
Bitch.
If you're ready there, dog, that's
Bitch.
there. But she danced with my cousin, who's a red man, and he had a great time. But that's fine. I was there to break the ice. I knew my role. It was fine.
Wow.
I know it was fine. It was fine.
You must have some very thick skin.
I'm thinking back then, I guess so, yeah.
No.
No. I think I'm the
but-
sexiest fat person I know. I'm very happy with me. I have no
I think
issues.
I think I get on like lateral because it was buff men and like football players, skinny niggas and fat niggas was not. So we on like two sides of one coin.
Yeah.
So I get the well, okay, you hold this cup and I'll go and dance with your friend. And the friend both of us though, he did water polo. Right?
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, with the cute chubby baby, that nigga, he get picked.
That is what we done?
Yeah, it's like you hold this cup and I'll go and dance with him. And I just stand up there holding this cup of Coca-Cola,
Damn, son.
and I'm like,
Hey, you being pelted with?
I'm not drinking.
Nah, I held it.
Nah, I ain't drinking no Cooties Coca-Cola.
Nah,
Fuck that.
I held it. Oh,
Cooties cook.
I ain't drinking no Cooties Coke, dog.
Cooties Coke. That we name the episode. Cool.
No Cooties
But
Coke.
no, but so I saw today. I was like with these little niggas today. I played because we were talking about house parties. I played Sizzler. Get to the point, and all of them was like,
You never heard.
it's like change your shit now. I was like, what? It's like then I play the War 21. You know, Chichi Man V get. You always used to play after the Sizzler. Get to the point. Get this thing. I played that and I was like, wait, what song is this? I was like, you fucking serious?
Say, horse. These men
Women
walk
do no program.
so that Rat Bat could run. These men walk to Rat Bat Kid. Come on, sing over the same vibes. Carter song I know is a hit. We like that. We like horse eyes. Me love the fuck. It's the same rhythm, which I think is dope. This is a next fucking thing. That's what they need to do with soca. Why do you think GBM and Farmer Nappy record was so big? Because it was a big record from the 80s from Carl and Carol Jacobs that they sampled.
Oh shit! I had no idea.
No, we talk about the Savannah Grass. And they sample it
no.
over the next year and they make this next song the same guy, McHale Taylor.
Well, that is just a coincidence that the song happened to be the same chords.
Okay.
I'm talking about taking Carl and Carol Jacobs. I don't know if they have like rights to play music and thing on here.
You play where
Could you want my?
Right, so
if we get pull up his YouTube, go block it.
So search Carl and Carol Jacobs, fix it up.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
okay.
so
So
Right, so they take that song, GBM take it because you couldn't find the record again because people don't archive things in Trinidad properly.
No curation.
because fuck God.
Right? Oh, good. I cannot.
Oh, sorry. Don't unfuck God.
we can't. Well, we don't really mean fuck cut. Fuck is acronym.
Yeah, it means
Fun. Undertaking.
overuse. because I own. I spell it with the O. I spell it with
OG. The OG spelling
the
out.
OG
I
spelling.
run that, you know.
Right, so
Yeah.
this is when he plays it, you will hear where GBM and they sampled go down in the center from.
Right, everything will come.
I love the song by the way.
Hey.
Imagine 1980 whatever Uniclub it together and you hear this. Give me the horns. Oh, not yet.
So that cocaine was
No, it was lit. Shit was lit.
powder in
Okay,
here.
in the 80s was fun.
Ooh. Bad.
Let me start the back and go down in this. Right? So he used that and sampled it, and that made an amazing hit this year. And that's what Jamaicans stay doing. YG Marley, the biggest song right now is a Bob Marley song. That he just think
recreate.
well, obviously, because he
Now
can
we
use
must
it.
be placed if we recreate some of them also, cause of
But it's be a set
A
of bacchanal. Man has want to fight it on.
No,
And
yeah.
Like dogs, be weirdos.
Conspiracy theory number 4. So
It's not a conspiracy. This is
That's
reality.
not what I'm saying. So hear this now. The only reason, listen to what I'm saying, guys, that rap music has become the number one or pop culture thing internationally
Right.
is because that's the only way that these old people, like you remember, people who own masters for songs, it wasn't the people who sing it 90% of the time. It would have been the record label, so
For sure, they own that shit.
royalties still.
Anybody else shit breaking up, or that's just me?
are you?
Yeah, now we get that.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So the only way that, let me say, Frank Sinatra sings some fucking dumb song with Count Basie, whoever, that's stuck in royalties since Frank dead and Nancy dead. So put two of them dead, freaking, but the master's still owned by whichever record label it
Or the estate.
Universal or whatever,
Yeah.
right? How do we still get the royalties for it now? Hey, stupid black person in the hood, here's DJ, I'm play this song and just pull it back, whoop, pull it back, whoop, pull it back, whoop, pull it back. Use the drum breaks from it. And I'll bring it to the drum breaks part. And then you just put a little part with the Frank Sinatra. And with
Frank
the
getting a check for sure.
Frank getting a check, which means Universal getting a
Universal
check.
getting a check.
Or Sony getting the check. Or whatever getting the check.
Did he get it?
Nah, did he under
Just played.
did he sign what's his name again? The white man who created it.
Was
The
I
white man
don't
above
even know
Diddy.
though.
There's
I
a white-
wouldn't even pretend to know.
There's a white man above
There
Diddy.
was a Motown record.
I wouldn't even pretend.
The white guy, I forget his name,
Yeah.
but that guy getting Diddy check. So Diddy,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but he's still alive, and he's like 20 times who's that Diddy.
But you want to hear the other conspiracy theory? The reason rap is big is because it pushes a narrative and puts black Americans and black people in general in a very fucked up POV, no, point of view, no, boy.
pedophilia.
No, POV.
No. Put them in a messed up point of view.
Oh.
So that's why the Grammy of the song Take me to Pong Tong, my booty hole, something.
No,
All that
no,
dumb
no,
shit.
booty hole. You know the lyrics.
No. I already jumped it
You
up.
can't sing it.
What was he pink? What
Yeah,
booty hole?
because-
Bro,
yeah, we-
all that gain, push and play and airtime to push a narrative now. But when Kendrick saying good shit and when J. Cole saying good shit, no, not saying they making money and they're not streaming, I don't know. But it's not in your face now.
So I'm guessing.
It's not up there with the rest of them. It's not streaming as much because
It's not going as viral.
Yeah, that agenda, even Tupac back in the day, that agenda, that gangster, Tupac come from private school, dog.
I'm
There's
get-
no bad man, dog.
I'm
But
get-
they had that narrative and that energy, and that was selling that boy. So the more crazy you go, the more fucked up you look. Remember Bobby Schmidt and fellas and them.
And for us,
Come
it's
on,
real murderers too.
bro.
I mean, for the documentary. Anyway.
Fellas do time.
Yeah.
But they have to push that narrative now. And I think that's why rap music is very big.
Well, that's the one of the reasons, but they had to make Frank Sinatra. Not just
For
Frank
sure.
Sinatra, but like
For sure.
In the
royalties are the
industry,
spin back.
in the
Yeah.
industry, there's a lot of estuaries, a lot of
So,
tributaries.
the reason why is we didn't figure out a proper royalty system for. We didn't figure out a proper royalty
I
system.
know what cut was about.
That's what cut was supposed to be about. So it's like 20 years from now, we could resample your
Yeah,
rhythm
like
section and shit.
Yeah, dog.
And let a rapper, because believe it or not, remember Truth Hurts? She had a singer called Truth Hurts. She was signed to Aftermath under Dr. Dre. She had a song with Rakim, the one big song with the Indian singing.
Okay.
Truth Hurts.
Truth Hurts?
Rakim.
Okay.
There's a woman singing it.
Right.
And that was her song, the breakout song. And it was like, shit. She was pretty, she had all the thing. That gets shaft so hard because somebody on the next side of the earth, because he was sampling a Bollywood singer, was like, hold on.
That's not my shit.
Well, you get paid for that? Whoop! Lawsuit, end of her career. She hit the wall like,
Or true.
truth hurts.
Truth hurts.
That's why this fella Juice Will Sting say, the kind of money he get from that song. Because Juice Will use a police song. And
Ooh, Roxanne.
Roxy.
Shape of My Heart from Sting. Juice Will had Juice Will biggest song was basically
some reason-
Shape of My Heart.
Sting ain't giving
Was
nobody
that-
shit to us.
Sting say he's straight. He said, and they didn't ask him for it, so he say he get true.
NDD had to
That
pay.
one, the top one.
NDD had
Yeah.
to pay Sting.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Or this woman.
You know I hear the song?
Oh shit. Yeah.
I had no idea the name was Truth Hurts.
Yeah, boy.
This song.
Education. I learned something.
So I was like, how come she could sing? She was pretty, she had a nice full lips. So I was like, what the? Wow. Whoever in Bollywood hear this shit in the wrong time. It was like,
that shit down.
it's like,
Yeah,
hey,
we did.
you get money for this? What money? Boom. Cease and desist. I'm on a Subak or some shit like that, or cease and desist. That was it there.
Yeah.
And I was the end of that.
Well,
And this is one of my favorites. So in terms of, I was like, yeah, Rakim was doing his thing on that song. Pause.
no, but we're going in this whole, we try to make it seem as though everybody does know what the fuck they doing. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't have a clue, you know. Things just happen by happenstance. People just end up stumbling into magic, into
Nah,
gold.
Dre know yes. Dre know yes. Fuck. You know better.
I guess.
Anyway,
So, you have the last segment here where you want to impart on your fan base, the people who's really be following the
drama lovers, the Nick Cannon fans.
the percussion lovers, right? Youths, anybody who might be looking up to you in this circumstance right now. Most importantly, your contribution that you would want to throw, because we're trying to collect until next year carnival. We want to start collecting people's contribution that they would think. Like how people just go KFC and say, suggestion card. What's your suggestion card for carnival next year? What would you change, or what would you have changed from the one that went by?
For
Or
myself.
improved? No,
Just-
they give you the keys to the carnival.
Just in
What you
general.
was going to improve?
I mean, it's very hard to solve that issue now, but I think around events, if two things, if they could help somehow regulate traffic around the times of certain events, especially big ones, where they'd be put venues a little bit further out and organize like a maxi system where maxi drivers to kind of make money, shuttle people, like just that aspect of it. And I think if people try to really focus more on something you mentioned, like the true meaning of carnival and like the history of it. Even I am very guilty of it, of like not going to stick fight and stuff and not really understanding that aspect of the culture. And I, for one, am very guilty of this. I think
love stick fighting.
Yes, I think those two things.
Tell a story.
Yeah, I think the roads is already the roads. They can't really do any big construction to fix the roads as much, but if they get that traffic thing, like traffic plans, like timings, suggest that people carpool. I don't know. Just
Figure out plan.
I'm not lying. But like you see when you do watch somebody in the eyes when they're talking, like my mind completely drift off. So I was just like, he said traffic and then I thought you said Venice now. So I was like, oh, we end up here.
wait, we here? That's wildness.
I literally just still there. It's like, we talk about traffic in Venice. Like, what going on there?
Don't do that. If you're traffic in Venice, stop. Please.
Stop trafficking human beings.
Stop trafficking.
But legalize prostitution so they don't have to be trafficked. Anyway. But yeah. So, I just try to help everybody involved. I mean, I'm not saying go and do it, guys, just so guiding you. I'm not saying go and do it. But yeah, I'll bring it up every single time because it should be legalized. But so these girls don't get mistreated and the government could actually protect them and they can get fast citizenship because that's what they're looking for anyway. And they can go back home with
I
it.
think they can probably even make money for the country because, man, was he spending real money?
That was my point. Because it'll be, you remember how the LCBO is with alcohol? Is basically that for prostitution. Let's imagine that we doing that for prostitution.
But you know what it is? I think it will be too clear and above board and men go be shame.
No, and then of course racket go down and run, but like Minister XYZ, you cannot run that quick. For free. For free.
Yo, I had a great time though.
Well, good.
Definitely a pleasure meeting you dudes. For sure. Respect.
Yeah, next time we'll get some gin and juice if he comes back. Because off here. So me and him is rappers, right? He's rap.
Well, we are artists.
He's artists. We do all kind of music.
Yeah.
Guys do production and he's do singing, that kind of stuff.
Lyricism.
So we are like, man, you ever heard of Lonely Island? But like the Trinidad version. So we looking to get like.
And the Sandberg is like probably funniest human being.
Nah, let's stop this. So let's stop this immediately.
Bozeman.
But yeah, so yeah, he's a producer. We'll come, we'll link and think. Trust me, it's very tasteful. It's not.
We have some ways called that pre-written tracks.
Pre-written tracks.
Yeah, so
up there, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean, not bullshitting, yeah.
Dead serious.
I mean, at least I didn't think it was. I hope not.
People just think people bullshitting.
No, because he's the one who does the singing. I'm the one who just pressing keys and shit.
Right.
That's why I see out of guys.
So there's a project that we working on. We can't already divulge on the airway.
Tight-lipped. All right, looking forward to hearing that.
All right.
Tight-lipped like a virgin. We out. You going to say something?
Well, I mean, I have a little excerpt that I have to read. This is incumbent that I read it upon me. My podcast. I'm just joking, though.
I don't know what's going on.
Don't worry. All right, cool. So this is something that we compiled from just having the sentiment being echoed, having conversations, people talking, whatever the case is, right? A message from the Hee-Haw team. All right, thank you for joining us on the Hee-Haw Show, where we delve into the heart of societal issues and advocate for change. All right, as we bask in the beauty of Trinidad and Tobago, let's remember the parallels of paradise and oppression. Like the slaves in Pharaoh's palace, our voices must rise against tyranny and mediocrity. The Hee-Haw Show stands as a beacon for freedom of conversation. Igniting intellectual revolution, together let's pave the way for a brighter, more equitable future. All right? So, let's stay empowered. Your voice matters. This is the Hee-Haw Show.
I'll vote for this, man.
Do good every time. Good will follow. We out.
That's all, folks.